Most men believe attraction is built on kindness, generosity, and proving themselves worthy. They think if they give more, she will feel more. But the truth is far more complex. Desire doesn't live in logic. It lives in psychology. It's hidden in the subconscious games of the mind. Today, I'll reveal 10 psychological triggers that women respond to instinctively. These triggers aren't about manipulation. They're about understanding the language of attraction that has existed for centuries. Once you see them, you'll realize why some men are unforgettable while others fade into the background. And once you master them, you'll never be forgotten. Trigger 1: mystery. Desire thrives in uncertainty. Mystery activates dopamine, the brain's reward chemical. When you're not fully available, she fills the gaps with imagination. And imagination is more powerful than reality. If you reveal everything too soon, she loses the thrill. Think of the stories that captivate us. Novels, films, legends. They never give away the ending in the first chapter. Mystery isn't about lying or hiding. It's about leaving space for curiosity. Don Juan never explained himself. He let her wonder. And wondering is the seed of desire. When she asks, what's he thinking? Where's he going? Why does he feel so different? That's when attraction begins to grow. Trigger 2: scarcity. Scarcity increases value. If you're always there, you become background noise. If you're rare, you become unforgettable. The human mind craves what it can't easily have. That's why limited editions sell out, why rare gems are priceless, and why the man who isn't always available feels magnetic. Scarcity isn't about ignoring her or playing childish games. It's about showing that your time is precious, that your presence is earned. When she realizes she can't take you for granted, she invests more. And when she invests, she feels more. Scarcity turns ordinary moments into extraordinary ones because she knows they don't happen every day. Trigger 3: emotional polarity. Women don't want balance. They want polarity, the spark that comes when opposites collide. Masculine energy creates tension with feminine energy, and that tension is electricity. If you collapse in her frame, she feels bored. If you hold your own, she feels alive. Polarity is why she tests you. She wants to feel your strength against her softness. Without polarity, desire dies. Imagine a magnet. It only works when opposite poles meet. Attraction is the same. She doesn't want sameness. She wants contrast. She wants to feel the difference between your grounded presence and her flowing emotion. That difference is what makes her heart race. Trigger 4: challenge. The human mind values what it must work for. Effort creates attachment. When she has to earn your attention, she invests emotionally. If you give everything without challenge, she doesn't feel the thrill. Challenge isn't cruelty. It's leadership. It's saying, I won't bend just because you ask. I bend when it makes sense. That resistance makes her respect you. And respect is the foundation of desire. Think of the stories of conquest. The mountain climbed, the treasure found, the battle won. The harder the journey, the deeper the reward. When you challenge her, you give her the gift of earning you. And that gift makes her value you more than anything freely given. Trigger 5: leadership. She doesn't want your compliance. She wants your conviction. A man who leads makes her feel safe to follow. Leadership isn't about control. It's about clarity. It's about saying, this is where I'm going. You're welcome to join me. That certainty is magnetic. When you hesitate, she detaches. When you lead, she feels protected. And protection is the deepest form of attraction. Leadership is about vision. It's about knowing who you are and where you're headed. When she sees that, she feels she can trust you. And trust is the bridge to desire. Without leadership, she feels lost. With leadership, she feels found. Trigger 6: push-pull dynamics. Push-pull is the psychology of obsession. When you give warmth, then pull back, her mind races. She wonders, did I lose him? Did I do something wrong? That cycle creates emotional addiction. It's the same principle behind cliffhanger endings in movies. You get just enough, then withdraw. Push-pull isn't manipulation. It's rhythm. It's the dance of closeness and distance that keeps desire alive. Imagine waves on the shore. They come close, then retreat, then return again. That rhythm is hypnotic. When you master push-pull, you master the art of keeping her mind engaged. And when her mind is engaged, her heart follows. Trigger 7. Silence. Words explain. Silence makes her wonder, and wondering fuels desire. Silence forces projection. She fills the gap with her own emotions. That's why silence after a test is powerful. Instead of defending yourself, you let her sit in the space. Silence shows strength. It says, I don't need to explain myself. And that confidence rules her mind. Think of the power of pauses in music, the quiet before the storm, the moment of stillness before the climax. Silence isn't emptiness. It's intensity. It makes her lean in. It makes her question. And in that questioning, desire grows. Trigger 8. Status signals. Desire is contagious. When others value you, she values you more. Social proof amplifies attraction. That's why leaders, artists, and men with influence feel magnetic. Status signals aren't about bragging. They're about living a life that others admire. When she sees you respected, she feels your value. And value is irresistible. Status is about alignment. Your actions, your reputation, your presence. When those align, you radiate authority. And authority is attractive. She doesn't just want you. She wants the man the world recognizes. That recognition makes her feel she's chosen someone rare. Trigger 9. Emotional roller coaster. Stability is comfort. Roller coasters are unforgettable. Desire is born in emotional spikes, highs and lows. She remembers the thrill, not the calm. That's why unpredictability keeps her hooked. It's not about drama. It's about intensity. Give her moments of laughter, challenge, passion, and silence. That roller coaster imprints you in her memory. Think of the stories she tells her friends. They're never about the quiet nights. They're about the wild adventures, the unexpected surprises, the emotional highs. When you give her that roller coaster, you give her a story. And stories are what she craves. Trigger 10. Indifference. When you don't need her, she feels she needs you more. Indifference signals abundance. It says, I have options. I choose you, but I don't depend on you. That paradox rules her mind. The man who clings loses her. The man who can walk away owns her desire. Indifference isn't coldness. It's strength. It's the ultimate trigger. It shows you're complete on your own. And when you're complete, she feels you're unshakable. That unshakable presence makes her crave you more than any words ever could. Stop chasing comfort. Start playing the psychological game. These 10 triggers aren't about manipulation. They're about understanding the hidden language of desire. Once you master them, you'll never be forgotten. Attraction isn't about being nice. It's about being unforgettable. And now you have a map.